Well, I'm Angie Moreski. This is a bad time of year for delinquent property taxpayers. Local tax collectors are about to begin a yearly ritual that puts homeowners who don't pay their taxes on the hook for interest on what they owe, sometimes as much as 18% interest. It's the annual tax certificate sale, and with foreclosures way up, so is the amount owed in delinquent taxes, $161 million in the Tampa, Florida area. Just look at this enormous list for all the properties that owe delinquent taxes in the Tampa area. It's bigger than 2 Sunday newspapers combined. Some 46,000 delinquent property taxpayers for 2008. That's a 40% increase over just 2 years ago. The tax collector's office here attributes much of that increase to the foreclosure crisis. As we've seen the foreclosure rate go up, what's been the impact on people paying their taxes?
Well, they're not paying them as soon as they used to. They're paying them a little later. Some of them are going unpaid, and as a result, we have more delinquent taxes this year than we had before.
Investors buy the tax certificates, which are essentially liens on the delinquent property. The purchaser pays the delinquent taxes and in exchange earns interest on that amount. Now, last year, the interest rate averaged about 10%, but you're guaranteed at least 5% if the homeowner pays up in the first 3 months. Those big returns make them attractive investments, and you might be surprised at just who is cashing in. Luke says big banks like JP Chase and Bank of America are among the biggest buyers and purchase the certificates in droves through middleman companies. Why do you think so many of the big dogs are in the game?
Good interest rate, good return on their money. They got in the game when the interest rates were going down. The return on the money here is good. You invest in a property, it's a quick return on the money, plus you earn a little money. You're earning at least 5% if it's redeemed after it's sold, the month after it's sold.
It's free money.
Exactly. You just made 5% on the money you gave us for that certificate. Whether they paid it the next month, you've only held it a month, or whether they paid it 2 months later or 3 months later, you're still getting your 5%.
Are they making a lot of money on these delinquent taxpayers?
I would say so, yes.
And that's pretty much guaranteed money. If the property goes to foreclosure, these tax certificate liens are first in line to be paid, even before the mortgage. Some homeowners say it's not fair for big banks to cash in on struggling homeowners like this, especially when borrowers find it so difficult to get their lenders to do loan modifications to avoid foreclosure. Conflict or not, these tax certificates are bringing in big bucks for many lenders who've already received billions in taxpayer bailout dollars. I'm Angie Moreski for the Consumer Warning Network.